Happy Friday, guys. I hope that your Friday is off to a great start. Mine's is I got some sleep, which is needed, especially considering that it is tax season. So I've been working on returns that are due Monday. And no, I'm not preparing returns on my birthday. That's just like a hell no. I'm not doing it. But I wanted to share something that I think will be helpful. Maybe it may help you. One of my clients, she's very positive too. And that's one of the reasons why she decided to hire me. She was like, I love your energy. And another person that I worked with in the past, their energy was just off. And so as a result, I just didn't want to work with them. And so I listened to what she was saying about healing. So we're all about healing. We're all about positivity. And I listened to what she said, and I was like, you know what? I want to add something to that. And I actually posted these things on my story. And so if you ever follow my story, I post a lot of positive stuff. So instead of me posting so much on like my Instagram like front page, I always post a lot of positivity on my story. So if you need a picker upper, you can just always hop on my story. You'll be able to see those things. But the one thing I wanted to say, and I think this year, within the last year, revealed this, and it's about healing. And I'm the type of person where I want the best for everybody. Like I want the best, whatever that may look like healing, new job, just a new outlook on life. Like I want the best for everybody. And the one thing that I realized this year is that no matter how much you want something great for someone, maybe you want someone to hold themselves accountable, maybe you want someone to let go of the past and you want them to move forward. No matter how much you want something good for someone, they have to want it for themselves. And what I realized is that some people don't like change, and some people they like the idea of healing, but they're not ready to be healed or take the necessary steps for healing, is because they're comfortable. They're comfortable with toxicity. They're comfortable with negativity. They're comfortable with all type of chaos in their life. They're okay with it. Even though there's like a brighter side, they're used and they're comfortable in this dark place. And I never understood that, right? I never understood it. I still don't understand it. Like being healthy and making a decision to heal, because healing is something that is not linear. It's not something that you could just do this and then you're going to just be healed. It's a journey, right? It's a progress. It's a decision that you make every single day. And no matter how you frame the idea of healing, no matter how you frame the idea of maturing or just forgiving, it may look good, but some people, even though it may look good and they know that it may feel good, they just may not want that for themselves. And that was a hard pill to swallow. Like I look at some people that I know, I'm like, Dad, you're still doing the same shit that you did last year or 10 years ago or when we were kids. Like, when would you make that decision to say, hey, I want to grow up? And if you find yourself in these continuous patterns, you have to ask yourself, when would I break the cycle, right? Now, I follow this guy on social media, and most people that I do follow, I do like comedy. Like, I love comedy, and so sometimes I do need to laugh. And he has this saying, like, stay toxic, right? And then I realized that some people like that idea. They like the idea of staying toxic. Like, who wants to be a toxic person? Why is that cool? Why is that something that's glorified in today's society? And it just made me think that some people just like it. Like they just like it. They feed off of negativity. They feed off of all bad things. But when you make the decision to say, hey, I want change, I want something better for myself. I'll hear people say, well, maybe I didn't grow up in a household with two parents and I don't know what a healthy relationship will look like. I'm so used to doing bad by people. This whole idea of doing right by people scares me. But why not make a change and do something that you're afraid of? That's how you learn and that's how you grow. I've learned what not to do based on my experiences in life. I know what not to do. And even though people fall short and I fall short, I'll make the decision to say, hey, that's not what I want. But I will not make the excuse and say, just because I didn't experience it, just because I wasn't able to see it growing up, I'm not going to use that as an excuse as an adult and say, because I didn't see it, I don't know what that is, and I don't have a desire to figure out what it is. And so if it's you, when would you make the decision to heal? When would you make the decision to say, hey, I'm not going to stay toxic, toxic behavior. I'm going to make the decision to forgive. I'm going to make the decision to heal. I'm going to make the decision to give grace. When would you make that decision? Or would you be stuck in your bad habits forever? Would you be stuck in your bad habits? It feels good to own up to anything I've done and say, I did that. It feels good to tell someone, hey, I apologize. And let me tell you what I apologized before. But with apology with me does come with change behavior. And if that person doesn't see change behavior, they had to ask themselves, well, what the hell are you doing? Right? So it comes with change behavior with me. And if there's no change behavior, chances are I made a decision that I don't want to be in this person's life. So are you willing to look at your life and see any of your bad behavior and say, hey, I'm willing to make a change? I could look back over my life and say, damn, I did do this. That wasn't cool. I did do this. I did do that. But I'm able to say, hey, I want better for myself and I'm going to do better. So are you going to make that decision and say, hey, I don't want to stay stuck. I want better for myself. And it's so easy to say it. It's so easy to say that you want good for yourself. Or are you making the necessary steps to get that? Who are you around? I had to be mindful of, if I say that I'm positive and I say that I want all these great things in my life and I'm walking in that, I had to be mindful of my surroundings. I had to be mindful of who I hang out with. Yeah, you cool, you good, and I appreciate you, but the things I want in my life, it doesn't align with the things that you have going on. And yeah, we could be cool, but I have to learn how to be mindful of who I'm around on a consistent basis. Because you think about it, you are who you hang around. So you hang around people that's not shit, chances are you may not be shit. You know what I mean? If you hang around people on a consistent basis that are toxic and are just full of negativity, chances are you may be that way. So you have to ask yourself, like, who are you around on a consistent basis? Who are you around on a consistent basis? Because you are who you hang around with. So make that decision. Make that decision to say, hey, my old behaviors, I'm going to change it. And yeah, change is scary, but it's good on this side. It's good on the good side. It's good on that side when you're able to look at your behaviors. And sometimes people get caught up in their bad behaviors and they're so used to it to the extent that it becomes normal. But why not look at it and say, hey, this is not normal. This isn't right. Is anyone telling you that some of the things that you're doing that you know are bad? Are people telling you like, hey, you need to change? Hey, you need to change. So make that decision. Get out of your own way. Stop the bad habits. Change the habits. Make them good habits. Make the decision to heal. Make the decision to give grace. Make the decision to forgive. Yeah, someone hurt you. And there's going to be more people in your life that's going to hurt you. But are you still going to be stuck in that hurt? Right? Are you still going to be stuck in that hurt? Make the decision to say, hey, I want better for myself. Make the decision. So my prayer to you, if you are listening, is that, one, that you get out of your own way. So that's my prayer to you. Number two, my prayer for you is that you give yourself grace and know that you made mistakes in the past. And hopefully you learn from those, but you will make mistakes in the present and in the future. Number three, my prayer for you is to look at your bad habits and say, what can I do to correct it? Now, when you're correcting something, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's something that it's a process, right? It's something that's a process. And I will say that hang around people that whatever your weaknesses are, they can help you with that, right? Because I believe that we are better together. I believe that we are better in partnership. So be around people that can help you. So if you realize, hey, I'm kind of weak at this, be around people that can help you. Like for me, I'll say this one thing. There's some places I won't go. Like there's some places I will not go at all. Like I just would not go. Just not a good feeling for me. Because I prayed my way out of those things. I'm like, nah, I don't need to be there. I don't need to be there. And so my fourth prayer for you is that you forgive yourself, right? Because a lot of times it's so easy to get caught up in the things that we have done bad that we shame ourselves. And so my prayer to you is that you forgive yourself on a consistent basis and say, hey, I forgive myself. I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. That's what human beings do. We make mistakes. But most importantly, like I hope that you make the decision, honestly, to heal whatever you're going through, to like really, really heal and to make the decision, right? To say I'm going to heal. It's a journey. It's a process. But get out of your own way. Don't recycle these bad habits. Get out of those and, replace those with something that's healthy, something that's positive. And maybe one day I can share what I've done. That's all I have. Happy Friday. I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you have a great week. And just never forget, no matter how many mistakes that you have made in the past, you are still awesome. And you are still dope. You are still phenomenal. Never forget that. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm still amazing. I'm still great. And so are you. So never, never, ever, ever, ever forget that. Yet, excuse me, I'm not dressed up. My hair will be done later on, but not today. I have to do some work. But that's all I have. So I hope that this helped you. And never forget, just make the decision to heal. It feels good. Makes your skin clearer. Makes your skin glow. Makes your smile even brighter. And it's just good for your health. Take care.